Have you ever walked into class and your teacher's obese and has rainbow hair? Welcome to school. Modern day slave camps made to indoctrinate impressionable kids and brainwash them. Did you know that kids at preschool level, around 4 or 5, are now being taught about gender politics? These piece of shit scum of the earth are confusing kids before they can even think properly. While I was growing up, it wasn't that bad yet, and I was lucky. But by around 8th grade, these animals started implementing political indoctrination, and we were taught about feminism, LGBTQ acceptance, and to accept immigration. These motherfuckers have now brainwashed every single person in society. The issue with feminism is that the first wave and second wave addressed real issues like unfair pay and treatment, but after that it was complete bullshit. Losers bitching over the so-called pay gap, which is a myth because women work way less hours than men while still almost being paid the same. So mathematically, women are actually paid more. It's just so fucking sad that the schools and the mainstream have tricked women into treating themselves like victims, and that raising your own family while relying on a man for finances is a bad thing. These fucks really took the most feminine, women empowering thing and made it bad. The reason kids are messed up now and families are splitting apart is for this exact reason. We aren't strong with our loved ones anymore, and we rely more on the system, which in turn abuses us and makes our lives more miserable. When the system lies to us and gaslights us into being ourselves, it explains the rise in LGBTQ in our society. People are so fucking mentally ill that they start wanting to fuck the same sex and cut off their genitals. Instead of trying to help these people back to reality, our society accepts this nonsense. And especially when talking about kids in school, this becomes so much more important because kids are told it's okay in school. And then when their peers start transitioning and being gay, they have a weak relationship with their families, but a strong one with their teachers, and chances are they will turn gay too. Teachers nowadays don't even have to let parents know that their kid is trans. It's disgusting. It's almost weaponizing the parents' trust of the system against them. Me personally, I've actually had one of my teachers say to our class that if any of her students ever turn trans, she would rather be fired than tell the parents. I feel bad for her own kids. Imagine being raised by such a fucking retard. You are bound to be fucked up for life. Me personally, if you are gay or trans or anything, as long as you are not hurting anybody but yourself, go for it. It's a free country and your choice. But don't bring it near my fucking kids or any kids. That shit should be illegal to mess up a child's perception of the world so young. Now bring immigration into this mix. I support immigration from Western countries, but not from the Middle East, Southern Asia, or African countries. At least in Canada where I live, immigration has gone so out of control that you can't see your fucking doctor for at least months, and sometimes even years. People are dying on wait lists to see a doctor. Around 70,000 people have died waiting. It's horrible. You guys might say, Bakes, you're a racist. Why do you only want immigrants from white countries? And I have two reasons. Firstly, people from the Middle East and South Asia especially are coming from poor, impoverished countries, and by the millions are coming every single year. Canada only has 40 million people. All this immigration without upgrade to our infrastructure is causing our country to fucking self-destruct. Like I said before, you can't get a doctor on time. Traffic is a joke, and schools are being filled to the brim with 30 plus kids in class. How are kids supposed to learn when there's only one teacher and 30 hands raised? The whole system is retarded. My second reason why I like whites more is because of the culture difference. When you bring people from impoverished and failed societies to a country with a functioning society, you can't expect the person to adjust to the habits you need to have to live in a first world country. For example, look at India, where people poop, pee, and throw trash on the streets. When they come here, they will do the same because it's a habit. I've seen it myself. Most immigrants from these countries don't respect their own country, so how do you expect them to respect this one? Another issue with culture is religion. When you bring Muslims to a country that is primarily Christian and try to mix the groups, it doesn't work out. Look at Britain, for example, where Shia law is being attempted to be implemented into the country, essentially turning it into a Muslim state. However, the British people are fighting back for their freedom. The same attempt will eventually happen here, but when it does, because of all the indoctrination in school that all immigration is good and it's racist to disagree, and combine that with broken families, people will not fight back, and this country will be a Muslim state, no longer Canada. That's all I wanted to say today. You guys have a good day.